Clack, clack. What's happening, y'all? This your boy Midget Slick. I'm here with the homeboy D and the homie G2Bs. Yeah, we keeping it all the way gangster on the Gconnet show. Act like you know, homie. If you ain't fucking with them, I ain't fucking with you. Yeah, that. Straight out of Southeast Dago. Logan Ave. Clack, clack.
What's good, world? It's Gloves tapping in with the homie G2Bs over at Gconnet. Stay tuned. Interview coming soon. More conversations coming soon. Go grab that Gloves Gang merch at glovesgang.net.
History with
But
Blow.
Blas, what's going on? Because you hit me, man.
All right, so here we go.
About
Here we go. Check it out. All right, here we go right here. We're going to start it right. Give me 1 second. What it do, folks? It's your boy, G2B.
It's your homeboy, D-Nail. What's happening?
And we are Generation Conversation Network, better known as Gconnet. And today, we talking with the one and only Wack100. What's up, Wack? How you doing, bro?
Great. You know, I'm going to let y'all know. Blas is going to relate to me as Wack because he know Wack100 is something that was created. Wack100
All right, so
ain't
what
who
do
I
you
was. No, I'm just letting people know who you are, right? Bill Blas, we go back. We was in the penitentiary 25, 26 years ago together, right? So Blas know Wack. Wack100 is an industry name. That's not a street name, right? So when y'all hear Blas just call me Wack, that's why he calling me Wack, because we authentically go back as active, very active gang bangers.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? You know, both niggas ain't walked all the yards. We ain't no roll-ups, ain't no nigga took nothing from nothing. We didn't had all the rides. We didn't had rides together, went to the hole together. We didn't argue. We did not talk for 2-3 days. We did all that crazy shit. It's my homeboy. You know what I mean? So, you know, I got homies like this that can look up and they can really ask me the questions I know they want to ask. You know what I'm saying? He understand me. He gonna like the 6ix9ine shit. They gonna say, well, you interviewed this nigga. Okay, that's entertainment shit. I interviewed him, right? But then they gonna say, well, the streets don't. Well, that's not the streets. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang with him. I don't manage him. I did an interview with him to set up a boxing play for my artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's like mentally, this is why this ain't for everybody, because homie's gonna be like, nah, nigga, this how it's supposed to go. This is the entertainment business. You know what I mean? People might say, Wack, you ain't supposed to do business with no gay people. You had a meeting with some homie, a gay dude. Well, if the dude I need the contract from just so happen to be a gay guy, that's his sexual preference, that's his business. I'm here to talk about the business. You know what I'm saying? We done met at a location where everybody at and sat at the table, and I put my shit on the table, he put his shit on the table, and usually shit get closed through attorneys and emails after that. But if your psyche ain't ready for it to cross over from it, it ain't gonna work.
It's kind of like battle rapping, exact, in a sense, in my opinion.
You're right.
Battle rap, you got to have a certain level of skin thickness, my nigga, to stand in front of a nigga that's going to call you out on your bullshit.
You're right. And be all in your face.
He's going to look in your face and be like, hey, blood, check this out, my nigga. You nigga.
And you can't fire on it.
And he know, and it's fact, and you got to do the same. So I understand that.
And you can't fire on it. Yeah.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
With all that said, though, at the same time, congratulations on everything that you have accomplished from coming from where you come from.
Yeah.
And doing what you're doing right now.
All right. I look like I don't want to ruin that blood. That's at the end. Look,
I wanted to say that right now.
We still got to start. We at the beginning. Fuck that.
Yo, that nigga, hey, look, bro. Listen, that nigga ain't never.
I ain't gonna let that nigga hang up.
That nigga ain't never changed.
Call him back. But anyway,
look, he's still. That's how he always been.
Hey, back
we
to
be in the middle of a full.
It's coming out right now.
All right, look, bro. Hold on, Black. We be in the middle of a full-blown. We'll be in the middle of a full-blown blood meeting on the yard. 70 niggas. And right in the middle of a nigga trying to get a point across, Blast be like, man, fuck all that blood. Is we getting off for what? Because I got some shit to do.
So look. With me being said that, let me say this. Look, let me get to what. For the people that don't know, Wack. What? All right, where was you born at, bro?
For me, Pacoima, California.
Okay. Okay. What schools did you go to?
Well,
Everybody got my little list. Where
I
my-
did. I went to
I got
McClain Junior High. I went to Kennedy, and then remember Blast. I went to the penitentiary at 16.
I got you.
Yeah, so I got my GED in Central Juvenile Hall. I've been
I was there with you when you got it, nigga.
yeah,
I
right.
applied for mine, but I didn't get it because I didn't make the actual test because I had a fight on my fucking way to take the test.
No, one thing about you got to remember, Blast was a baby kid.
Exactly. I didn't have no mama
Straight
or
up.
no daddy.
No, Blast was a baby kid. Nigga, he didn't give a fuck about ashy elbows, none of that.
And
I'm gonna go get.
I just greased. I swear to God, I just greased these motherfuckers.
Hey, listen, I'm going to get my cigarette, my as he'll say, my bigs. I'm trying to get my weed. I'm trying to go over here and play in this pinochle game or this dice game. Blast had an agenda every motherfucker. I would never be in the cell with Blast. Not gonna happen. I ain't fucking with Blast.
No, I couldn't. No, because you was too straight.
Because he had AD. Look, he had ADD, my nigga. Listen, I know I ain't never seen it, but I know that nigga didn't stay on that bunk long, bro. I know that nigga.
I didn't. No, I never sat on the bunk long, nigga. I agree with you. It ain't selling. I can get niggas on here that was my celly,
No,
nigga.
you know, Blast, by the way, I went down to Dago and found one of my old cellies, Big Crunch. Remember Big Crunch from 5'9"?
5'9" brand?
He was my celly in Pleasant Valley. Big
Okay.
Sad. Yeah, I went down there.
Okay, what about it?
I went down there and found a nigga down there in Dago. I went to their park and pulled up, and I made them niggas call him. He like, who? They said, Wack from 2Ps. Crunch said, my belly? He said, yeah. He at the park looking for you. So that nigga came up there. Boy, I hadn't seen Crunch since I left. I took off. Remember with them niggas? Taco, but them niggas used to Fandango all the time. Fresno Hoovers. Remember that shit? I took off with them niggas at Nitro.
Look, for the record, look, this is my platform. I ain't Fandango them niggas, nigga. This blood so feeling, nigga. I ain't never fucked them niggas.
You Fandango everybody. Get the fuck out.
I ain't never Fandango them niggas. I don't give a fuck about no Boat Tray Village, nigga. Fuck them niggas, blood. I ain't never.
No. They was from Fresno Hoover. Remember the niggas I took off on? Burrito and Taco. Remember them niggas? They had all the weed.
I thought you about them Fresno Boat Tray Village.
Nah, remember that nigga? You didn't even talk to that nigga on the yard. Remember the nigga come on the yard?
I had to beat that nigga up. He had to get on the yard. You didn't even talk.
I had some shit called Tray Villains Blood. Blast wasn't going for it.
Man, how the fuck you gonna put Tray and Villain together, nigga? We blood, fuck that, my nigga. Till this day, nigga. If you watch this shit, I mean all disrespect, nigga. Fuck you niggas. Blood, straight up, nigga. I don't bang no.
Hey, when the nigga got there, right? Listen, when the nigga get there.
In my life, my nigga.
Hey, look, when the nigga
much time I done did behind the
scenes. When the nigga get to the yard, look.
Niggas, blood, straight up. Hey, Wack, he can do the right button, blood.
Hey, look, bro, when the nigga get to the yard, right? I couldn't wait. Hey, listen to me, right?
You good. Hey,
No, listen. I couldn't wait, right? When the nigga get there, right? I'm sitting in front of the 2 building, right? I said, Blast. I say, shit, one of your homies just pulled up. He said, is that right? I said, yeah. Blood over there in the 1 building right now. So Blast sneaks into the building, right? He come out moving fast as a motherfucker. I said, Blast, what's up? Blood, that ain't my homie, nigga. Nigga talk about he from some Tray Village. Me and Blood got to get out, nigga, on Village.
Nigga came on the yard, nigga talking. Blood. How nigga say he crip Pyru, nigga? That ain't gonna happen, nigga. You need that fade right off the side.
Oh my God.
You put to that, my nigga.
Oh, Blood, what you was in the 4 building? Cause I was in the 2 building. What you in the 4 building?
I think I don't remember.
You was in the middle. You was one in the middle building. 3 or 4.
I was in the middle building though. I wasn't in the gym, nigga.
Nah, we wasn't. None of us.
Yeah, I wasn't in the gym because niggas was still in the gym at that time. You know, they had gyms. See, now they don't have gyms like that.
They don't? Hey, man, I be hearing all kind of
wild. Got cell phones, what?
Blast, listen.
Fashion designer.
I don't know what a 180. I be hearing about a 180 and a 360. I'm like, my nigga, I don't know what that shit is, nigga. All I know is level 4, level 3, level 2. Nigga, I don't know what that shit is and shit. But you're right, they got cell phone. Remember, we was beat niggas up over the phone time, nigga.
Right, nigga, you
Remember
take
that.
too long on your collect call, nigga.
Yeah,
Niggas got cell phones now. Niggas, look, Wack. Niggas in there making clothes, fashion designer shit right now. So it's different. You know what the niggas in there. And this nigga military nigga, we street niggas.
Hey,
so this nigga
Where you
military.
been? What military you been? Who you that?
I was in the Navy.
Okay.
But
Did you ever go out on the
I
like
was
in
over
the
there
sub?
9/11 and everything.
Oh shit. Okay.
So we got conversation talk.
But we fought over phones. There's only 3,000 or 6,000 people on the boat, and only like I say about 12 phones. You know what I'm? So what you think we doing? We just coming from the street into the military. We got to talk to our loved ones. We got to see what's going on. So we scrapping over the phone. So it's a few similarities when these be talking to me about.
No, I know not because y'all had that racial shit going on too. You been on a boat like that. I mean, how many brothers was out there on that deck with you?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It get out there. We had our little square. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. It's a problem. We going to the square. We on the boat. Where can we go? We got to get it in. We can't keep passing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing. So shit.
Hey, you ever been on the sub or you just always been on the regular
sub? I ain't getting no shit that sink on purpose, my G.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it. No. I went and got on the biggest boat they had, my G. If I ain't I was on the aircraft carrier, nuclear. I was a nuclear mechanic. I'm getting on the biggest boat nigga, I need time if this bitch going down or something, bro.
Now let me ask you a question. Did that when you got out, was it benefits for you? Was you able to?
No, I wasn't able to do nothing. I struggled for years after I got out. They don't tell you nothing. They don't tell you how to get. It's plenty benefits though. There's plenty benefits, but they have.
You got to figure it out.
They don't tell you nothing. You like a lost kid trying to figure out your way in life. You don't know nothing. There's no guidance.
You don't know nobody that's been through it before you.
You don't even know what question to ask. You see what I'm saying? You don't even know what question to ask. So you don't even know there's a benefit out there for you. You know what I'm saying? It took me 15 years to get the benefits I'm getting right now.
Damn, that's crazy.
15 years.
Fighting you appeals, for our government.
Appeals, all that shit. And, man, too much of all that shit.
That's crazy. Flash, you remember Mousy?
From where?
From Lane. You remember the youngster? He came on the yard. He didn't really know how it went. He got into it with the 40s. He didn't handle it on the spot. Then we came out and made him go up in the cell, and he put like 2-3 of them to bed. You don't remember that shit?
Okay.
He was a youngster. That's when football just got there from LA Lane. You remember football?
Yeah, we had football.
Yeah. And football ever get out? He was a lifer. I know he had to make it out. Because a lot of homies is getting out. Little man from 6 Deuce out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, my nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you, my nigga. It's only so many people in my history of that experience, because you gotta understand, I came up the way I came up. Everybody came up how they came up in what environment. The low bottom thing is more than just the low bottom. Like Paquema is more than Paquema.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of guidance you got up under, what type of following, what type of leadership, what type of you look up under. And at that time, my nigga, you know, I was a prodigy, a product of my environment. Yeah,
for real.
Beer down. So at that time, it was don't grab my beer though. You walked over there near it, nigga. Don't grab my beer. I'm gonna use that to move on the rest of the night with that beer. But
hey,
anyway,
Blash, you know what? I forgot you used to be making that Pruno all the time, that fucking white light.
But I didn't drink. I was doing that on the hustle. I didn't start drinking till 2002, bro.
Blast makes some shit make a nigga go blind.
Hey, I was experimenting, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I can say, right?
Niggas got high, though.
One thing you can't take nothing from Blast. He hit that yard and he be in this at the time. It's like 1,300 motherfuckers on the yard because we got 5 buildings with 200, then we got the gym. And one thing about Blast, he be zigzagging everywhere, moving. But when it was go time, that nigga was front line. Nigga can't take that from him. But Blast, you remember my little homie YG? I know you remember little young YG. The slim one. He kept jumping up in the ride with the Mexicans.
Oh,
Every time he was slipping out the cuffs. Rest in peace. He died in a motherfucking car crash. But we had some times, my nigga. That's why I could still sit here and visualize that shit. Cause Blast wasn't regular on the yard. He just wasn't a nigga that was in prison. Like he was he was a name on the yard. Like, you know, and if you see him go up in a building that you know wasn't his building, all you could do is just wait. Maybe he was going to sell a nigga some Pruno. Maybe he was going to collect the debt. Or maybe he was going to beat a nigga out. Because Blast to call a nigga out won't tell a nigga nothing. Blood, you want to get out on villains, nigga. And that's why we used to get on his ass. Blood, stop going up doing this shit. And you ain't telling us that, nigga. Because he'll be like, nigga, what? Let's go. And he walk real fast to their build. Whoop a nigga ass.
Hey, fuck all you slow walking motherfuckers.
That nigga walk fast as hell.
Hey,
okay, now look. Take 25 years off them legs, nigga.
Wow. Hey, fuck you, blood. Leave my legs alone, dog. Leave my legs alone. Leave my legs. All right. So fuck all that. Look, get off my legs. Look. Hey, blood. Who did you grow up listening to as a teen, bro?
We had music wise. From the Sacramento area, I discovered C-Bo in the penitentiary. Pac, Cube, X Clan, EPMD, Eric B. and Rakim, K-Front, the Beastie Boys. 415 was hot back then. I don't know if you remember that. 415. Definitely the Ghetto Boys and Scarface, hands down. What's the other dude from up out of MC Breed? MC Breed up out of Flint.
Ain't no future in your front.
Ain't no future in your front. DJ Quick, you know, that was undeniable. Came front, MC8, you know what I mean? He was there. Sugar Free was making his break, but I was definitely a Ice Cube fan. And then, you know, when everything came with that, we all had mamas and daddies, and down there had half a juke joint at the house. So we all listening to the Delphonics and, you know, the Shy Lights, you know what I mean? Isley Brothers, Marvin Gaye, you know, that was always, and I discovered, actually, Blast, I might have been you. You put me up on that fatback shit. Remember that shit? Searching for that good stuff. Got to come up on that backstroke.
We was on the yard. That was some yard shit.
You put me up on that.
Yeah, we was on the yard.
I didn't know nothing about that. Yeah, he put me up on that, and you gave me a surface tape, nigga. I'll never forget that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you took it from some nigga just like, blood, here you go, and kept moving. You know what I mean? So
he didn't know what he had, blood.
No, I didn't. You gotta remember, I was a pup
back then.
I was a pup when them niggas like Blast. You 40 what? 8, 49?
Right now, no, I'm 50.
You 50. Blast 6 years older than me. So when I hit a yard, Blast already in his 20s. I'm 16. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was a pup on the yard.
And then I was from the east side, and everybody else from the west side that ran the yard that had the keys.
And I'm from the east side of Pacoima, so
right. So east side. It was only we east, you know.
Let everybody know this, right? What you could take from this conversation is you got two brothers that we come from the trenches, doing all the time, the juvenile penitentiary, and like we was really in the penitentiary doing real hard penitentiary time. He's here to have a family, a podcast platform. I'm here to be doing the things I've done. I done been around the world. I'm a nigga with a passport. I never thought that. I didn't even know what a passport was. I didn't think they'd give me one. I done been around the world 6, 7 times. I mean, I own properties in multiple states. I got various businesses. I got the only minority-owned diaper company in the universe. So, and I got a GED still. So it's like common sense could always outdo book smarts. And whatever you don't know, you got common sense to go get a motherfucker around you that does know it. So don't let nobody tell you because you a felon and because you that or because you this, you can't make something happen for yourself. There's too many avenues. There's too many things out there you can do to create something for yourself. and make something happen without you doing the same shit and going back through that revolving door.
So, what is one thing you wish you knew before you like began doing what you're doing right now?
You know what? I wouldn't change nothing, bro, because it took what I knew and didn't know to get me to where I'm at today. Because we wasn't tripping on where we lived at, because that's where we all lived at. So, you know, wishing I knew the real estate wouldn't have made a difference. Oh, you know what? I wish I would have known that the neighborhoods that we knew them to be, if I would have known that that shit was going to turn into what it is today, niggas probably would have never been putting their life on the line, throwing their years of their life away to maintain something that was gonna crumble and fall anyway. Cause all our neighborhoods are where they at. It was a time you ain't driving through no motherfucking low bottoms. If you ain't from the low bottoms, or a nigga ain't there to receive you in the low bottoms, you pick about a certain time on the right day, you can drive through there today. Niggas can go all neighborhoods the same way. So it's like you wouldn't have been able to tell us our neighborhoods wasn't gonna keep flourishing on what they flourished on. Whether it was a dope dealing with whatever was going on. Now it's different, my nigga. Those niggas that was named as windos, they downtown. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really no structure. So, you know, but I made my transition, I think, young, because I paroled when I was like 22, and I was around a lot of G homies, like blasting them to hear, this is my fourth time in the pen. This is my third time in the pen. This is this. And I was also there at the launch of, I think this might have helped me and Blast a lot, the launch of the 3 Stripes. There were times we was getting 5 with half.
Right.
Niggas coming in that motherfucker talking about, I got 38 with 80. We like, nigga, what? Yeah, they gave me this, then they doubled it up, enhanced this, and this. So now we like, shit.
With that shit.
Bro, niggas was, I mean, we come from, niggas catch a gun case, all right, 5 with half. Now, niggas was catching gun case, all right, 5, second strike, double up to 10, you been to the pen twice, 2 years each for the prior, 14, all right, 80%. Nigga, hold on, we were just doing 30 months off this shit. Now you telling me I gotta bring a nigga 11 and a half? And that was lightweight. We had homies coming in there for robberies. Blast, tell them. Nigga got 2 robberies? Oh, nigga. You done got the midterm 8 on both of them.
On
16
both of them.
double up to the 32 with the prior enhancements. Oh, I got 41 with 80. Oh, nigga, it's over with. What you talking about your girl, nigga? That ain't your girl. That's a pen pal, nigga.
Ain't no bro. That's a pen pal, nigga.
Yeah, real shit. So,
tell if you ain't spent no time with her. If you ain't spent no time with, this is my key right here, Wack. This is what I learned. All bullshit aside, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. 90% of the time I went to jail, from all the times I went to jail, I never had no woman. I had a bitch.
no, you didn't. You have a little boy. Yeah, you have somebody you can call.
I had somebody I fuck with at the time, but if you don't have no time invested in a woman, you just gonna have a bitch. A bitch gonna do what a bitch gonna do when you go to jail. You can't expect a bitch, nigga, you've been knowing a bitch for 6 months and you only kicked it with her 5 times that whole 6 months.
So that's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to jail, you want this bitch to run like a Seattle sloop and, you know what I'm saying, make sure you got everything.
And see, Blast will tell you, like, growing up, I always found a way to get some money. Like, I did my penitentiary time. Blast will tell you, I had everything they could have. You know, because I was a white collar criminal on the street. Like, I was never a drug dealer. I had old niggas around me that was doing the white collar shit when it was like really, really white collar shit. So I was into that game, tagging the cars games, that shit. So when I left, I had accumulated enough money because back then we couldn't spend nothing but $140 a month at the store, and we got quarterly packages. And we got quarterly packages. Once a quarter, we got our little special. We can order Domino's pizza, some chicken or something. You know what I mean? So, you know, pretty much it only cost a nigga about 5,000, nigga, you was doing a year. You was doing good in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Because 2,500 that was you going to the store spending 140. You get your little packages and shit. I was pretty slick about blast. Remember my little chest I had under the bed, all Folgers and Buglers and Camel, and I didn't drink coffee or smoke. I wait for a lockdown. And
clean up.
So when did you what they call when did you take your talents to South Beach? Meaning when did you take your talents and put them into something that what you doing now?
Nigga, you been watching Start Up, nigga. You said
see South Beach.
See,
when I came home, at the time, the talk even when we was in the pen was Death Row Records, Suge Knight, Death Row Records. So Suge, if you was a homie with some size on you and you was a rider, he was fucking with you, straight up. So I came home, I jumped into trucking into real estate, and my homeboy Pooh Rider, which Blast doing well. Him and Blast, them niggas get along one day, hate each other the next, go jump a nigga the next day. Them niggas was weird. Them niggas relationship. I don't like you, I like you, beat a nigga up together. All right, let's get drunk. Fuck you. You owe me this. Them niggas was crazy. But Pooh Rider was down there already doing business with Suge. So that's where the introduction come from. Suge realized that you ain't just a regular homie like the rest of the homies who want to shoot dice, hang out. You got a brain. So he would let me attend meetings with him. You know what I'm saying? Attending them meetings with him, you shake a lot of hands, you meet a lot of people. A lot of people that was little niggas that turned into running labels, big A&Rs later on. So through that, I met a lot of people, built a lot of relationships. And probably about 2006, I did my first deal with rayj, the Sexy Cat Out project.
Okay.
That was my first project. I did that with rayj. And from that, that's my introduction to the E1 build, which back then was Koch. From that, that's how I started. Song got hot. We went platinum on the motherfucker. And it started like that.
What made rayj one of the people that you put your energy into?
Well, you know, a lot of niggas don't know rayj is a pyro.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He's from Boston. Centerview pyro. So rayj was coming down to the road when we was down there. He telling motherfuckers, fuck, after he had the big hit, One Wish, and then it fizzled out. So he telling niggas, fuck with him, they ain't taking him serious. They called him Brandy's brother. So shit, you know us, know me, Blast. I see a loose end, shit, it ain't gonna hurt. Let me see where it goes. Right. I took a few of the plugs that I acquired through fucking with Suge, and me and rayj jumped on a couple planes and made it happen from there. That's how I met K Slate in New York. And I made him the A&R, and we started building a communication line that Suge destroyed between New York and Cali. And that's how it went. Then about 2012, 11 or 12, right after LAX, I started co-managing Game. I took over the management probably about 14 after Jesus Piece. Jimmy Henchman went to jail, and then that's when I started doing that. And then I just started building from there. Relationships, Live Nation. You know, they like Wack. We got 800,000 if you can put this show together. You know, I might have saved them 200,000. And because of my relationships, I might have got it done for 650. You know what I'm saying? So they quote was $1 million. They gave me 8. I delivered. And because niggas wasn't charging me what they was charging them, I might have got it up to 650. So I'll make 150 on this end and then a percentage of the ticket sales on the back end. So now I'm fucking with the touring. Then I still have my street. What I call my street hustle, my trucks was moving because I got into the big truck business. So my trucks was moving. My wife was in real estate. That's moving. So, you know, the hustle was on and it just kept growing and kept growing. I always keep this fear that it's going to stop. So that's what makes me keep creating more things to do. Reinforcing the next one. So if this stops, this goes into the number 1 from the number 2. Number 3 goes to the number 2. Now I got to create another number 3 and another number 4 because in my mind, the number 1 go fizzle out. I'm never comfortable.
And that's the mind of a true hustler.
I always think it's gonna stop. Something gonna break down. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's where that come from. Yup.
With they so base.